So as part of our campaign around ERP products, ERP solution providers, and how to make this work for mid-market businesses, I've got 4 of our experts together to discuss this problem. So what we're talking about now is what really is the impact when ERP programs go wrong, and what are the key things to do to make them go well. What are the views around the table on this?
I recently went to work with a business that when we got in there, we found that it had been treated as an IT project, and as such, IT had implemented it, and none of the business were using it. So some of the finance team was still using their old accounting system, the operations team was still using their Excel spreadsheets, and as a result, millions have been spent, but actually the business was no better off. In fact, in some ways, it was so much worse because people were using 2 systems to do the same job and then getting 2 different results. And then in the boardroom, they were arguing about what the sales figures really were. So what goes wrong is your business starts on a crisis spiral. What we had to do was then almost do a business change program and re-implementation. The systems worked, but we actually had to get people engaged and actually working with the systems.
So that's easier said than done, getting people engaged and working with the systems. So if you were trying to point to 1 or 2 specific pieces of advice around that, what would they be?
It would be about finding yourself champions in each department, creating subject matter experts, people that could really understand the new systems and act as the go-to person in their department, in their functions, the people that really own the system for that business unit.
And people who are visibly enthusiastic about it as well.
I think definitely in terms of the enthusiasm, it is absolutely key, but also that you've got that right level of resource, and the resource has the skills and is of a sufficient level of seniority. I think a lot of ERPs that I've come across or implementations I've come across that haven't worked, the reality is they've put people onto the project, and quite often these are people that aren't senior enough, that don't have the gravitas to drive through and make decisions through the implementation. So it's an easy approach for a leader, a functional leader, to identify the people that he can do without or she can do without within their operation and put them on the project. And that is not the right way to ensure you get the maximum value. At the end of the day, we all know that implementations can go wrong, but those that go right really take this seriously and put their best people on it.
So there's the dilemma then, because putting your best people on it is inevitably going to have a significant impact on the operation of your business.
I think just building on that, it's not just putting your best people on it, it's actually dedicating them. You actually have to backfill them. It's no good putting someone on a project and they work on it for 6 or 7 hours, and then they have to go and do another 6 or 7 hours to do their day job. You actually have to backfill them with resources. And actually, you can use this as a development opportunity and succession planning opportunity. So you can actually start bringing up your next generation of business leaders through this program.
Thank you all very much indeed. It's been really interesting. Thanks for your help.